for joining us today on our on our Ignite Lincoln, this live feed from Ignite Lincoln's Facebook page. With me today, I have a real pleasure in presenting Megan McGuffey, and she's with Community Crops. And if I sound excited, it's because I am. I've thought about this organization for a long time. I've always been interested. I love gardening, grew up on a farm, et cetera, et cetera. So this is going to be a real pleasure for me today, Megan. So everybody, thank you for joining us on Ignite Lincoln's 12-month-long event. So welcome, Megan.
Thank you. Excited to be here today.
Well, good. Tell me about the city of Lincoln and where do you fit? What does your organization do here in the city of Lincoln?
Absolutely. So we provide education, advocacy, and experiences to grow local food. So we do that in a lot of different ways. Probably the one we're best known for is our community garden work. So we run 11 community garden sites across the city of Lincoln. We also have a 5-acre training farm out at Prairie Pines, and that's where beginning farmers get land and resources to start their farm businesses. We also do a lot of educational work all the way down with toddlers at Cedars every week, and then all ages and workshops and trainings on gardening, sustainable living, and cooking topics with our partners. And then we sell veggies. So if you, in addition to helping you grow your own veggies, we sell the veggies from our beginning farmers at the F Street Farmers Market on Tuesday nights, once a month at the Sunday Market, and at our new storefront at 11th and B. And all of those locations accept SNAP and Double Up food bucks. So it's just a way of helping our beginning farmers get their businesses going and get their produce out there, but also saying that everyone deserves fresh, healthy, affordable food, and we want to help make that possible.
Nothing in this world like fresh vegetables.
That's right.
You mentioned a 5-acre parcel. Tell our folks where that is.
Yeah, so this is out at Prairie Pines, which is a beautiful 140-some acre nature preserve out at 112th and Adams. So this is University of Nebraska Foundation land managed by the Park Service, and we are nestled right in there with our 5 acres, and that's a beautiful farming space, and there's also a lot of other great things happening with partners out on that property.
112th and Adams.
That's right.
Now, how long has your organization existed? How long have you been going and doing these things in Lincoln?
Yeah, we've been around for 17 years. So it's all started with one community garden, and now we've grown to this amazing range of programs that you see today.
Wow, pretty impressive. So we're talking about donations here to help these nonprofits. How do these donations allow your organization to fulfill this mission you have?
Yes, donations are everything for us. So, we give people space to do this work, to grow their own food or to grow food for sale, but to give them really the resources to succeed, that's all possible through donations and support from the community. So whether it's giving plants and seeds, access to water throughout the season, even small dollar amounts can make a huge difference in how many families we're able to serve, how much food we're able to grow. So it kind of just really adds that next level of how many groups we can serve and the resources that we're able to share with our participants so that they can really thrive and succeed when they're trying to grow their own food.
This is really an educational journey, it sounds like, for the participants in this, which is pretty exciting. Do you have any special projects that you're focusing on right now in your organization?
Yes, one I would love to highlight is the Yazidi Farmers Project. So, we've had this training farm for many years, and we've done a lot of work where we work with people that are really just starting their farming journey and letting them try out their skills and build their farm businesses. But in recent years, starting through our garden program, where we have really diverse members of the community gardening with us, we realized that the Yazidi community, which, if you don't know, is an ethnic minority from northern Iraq, and we have one of the largest groups of them in the country resettled right here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we're very fortunate. And so we started partnering with this community and realizing that this was a group of farmers that already had a lot of farming skills from their home country, And so what they really needed was to take our educational knowledge and focus more on English skills, connecting with US customers, and really learning the climate and the things that they can grow here in the Midwest. And it's a really beautiful project because, and we knew this through our garden program, but it's just so apparent through this particular project, is food is not just about nourishing your body. There's also a cultural element and something that kind of is soul work, because our food reflects who we are as people and our history and our community. And so with the Yazidi Farmers Project, what they're doing is growing crops that are important to members of their own community and making those things accessible here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So they're really rebuilding the Yazidi food shed here in Lincoln. And it's pretty exciting to watch what they're able to do and how much they're growing every year.
I'm sure a lot of people out there are like me and know nothing about this. How long has that been going on, Megan? How long have these groups been involved with you?
Yeah, well, particularly the farming project is in its second year, but our gardeners have always been incredibly diverse and reflected the best parts of Lincoln. 45% or so of our current gardeners are are refugees and immigrants, and it's so cool to walk through a community crops garden and see all the different ways that somebody grows the same plant, like a tomato plant, using their own techniques and their own knowledge from their families. So it's a really cool part of what makes crops special.
Megan, I think there's a lot of people out there, maybe a lot of people watching this broadcast, who are like me and are pretty ignorant about your organization and what you do. So that's why this interview is so special for me. But can you pick your brain and find what's an interesting aspect of your organization that you wish more people knew about?
Yeah, that's a fun question. I think something that's really maybe unexpected and not always as obvious is we don't own any land. So we have all of these gardens, this huge farm, a greenhouse, and Crops doesn't own any land. And I think that's important to highlight because it shows how important collaboration is, and that everything we do is the result of partnership and other people in the community saying local food is important. We do want to create spaces for people. And so whether it's city government with our garden in Peter Pan Park, or the university with the farm, or many faith communities that have provided us land, and the list goes on, but really we're able to do the work we do because other people in Lincoln understand it's important and are willing to go on this journey with us.
Well, I love this discussion of community crops. So I really appreciate you sharing all this knowledge with us.
Thank you.
Very interesting stuff, Megan. So tell me, as we wrap this up, why should people who are listening in, why should they donate to your organization?
Yeah, well, obviously it's a great list of organizations this year that are all doing amazing work. You know, we've been focused on growing local food here in Lincoln for 17 years. And I think what's changed is community crops has seen really everyone else. The pandemic has been an eye-opener for our community and the challenges that we face. The fragility of our food supply, the importance of people being able to grow their own food locally or have local farmers that provide supply is really critical. Most American cities only have about a 3-day supply of food if they were cut off from their outside supply lines. So I think it just shows that growing your own and buying locally has a lot more importance than ever, and we are here and ready to do the work. In particular, gardens this year have been safe spaces. They've been places people can go outside and exercise. They can do something positive, and so there's a lot of healing value in that. And so we've got a 90-person waiting list for our community gardens right now. And you donating to us and supporting our organization, you know, we're hungry, we're ready to go. We know there's the need. And so it would really help us expand the work we're doing and reach even more people in Lincoln and help them grow their own food.
Megan, thank you so much for joining us today and presenting your information on community crops. It's been a pleasure to have you, and a pleasure to learn more about what community crops is all about.
Well, thank you so much. We've enjoyed the experience.
And everyone out there, thanks again for joining us today, all of you Ignite Lincoln fans. Remember, you can donate to all 5 of our featured nonprofits, and you can do that now. Just simply go to ignitelincoln.org/donate to support your favorite or all 5 of our nonprofits. Whoever gets the most individual donations walks away with part of the $11,125 matching fund that we have set up out there. So again, that's ignitelincoln.org/donate. Thanks again to Megan with Community Crops. That's ignitelincoln.org/donate.